Hey guys, welcome to Tech Examined. I'm Doug, and this is Mike, and we're at CES Las Vegas, and this is day 3.
And we spent a majority of our day checking out Central Hall, primarily what we've been spouting about the entire week, 4K. 4K.
Yeah. So the first booth we stopped by was the LG booth, and the big thing they were toting this year is their new smart TV revamp. And what they've done is added a nifty little icon character named like Buzz Bean or something. He's a little tiny black bean penguin, and he's supposed to be a smart assistant to help you connect faster, better, and easier, because smart TVs, I guess, in the past are kind of hard to operate. So they took us through kind of a recap of how you're going to connect, what applications you can use this with, like your Hulu, your Netflix, and kind of what's new in that lineup, how you access those features and use those features. So something new to look forward to from LG with their new smart TV lineup.
And Samsung did not disappoint. Checking out their booth, they had a ton of new stuff. Starting off with the bendable television, which was probably the popular item of the day at the booth there. They had gaming, they had monitors that were curved monitors, but like I said, the TVs that had 4K, the TVs that went from straight to bendable, they had a panoramic TV, which was huge. So all of that together, checking all that out in one day, and it was absolutely awesome to see.
And I'll tell you what, when we finally got in front of the 4K TV, you can totally see the difference between UHD, which is ultra high def, and FHD, which is full high def, which is what currently most of you have in your homes right now. And I was skeptical at first, but it's honestly like looking outside a window at the real environment. I mean, we got up very close. You cannot see the pixels. It was it was amazing, and about, what, twice that of what the Apple Cinema display is in terms of resolution?
Not twice, but it's definitely much clearer than the Apple Cinema display.
So the next thing we had a chance to look at were the Galaxy Tab Pro tablet lineups there, and they started with a new 12-inch tablet. And I'll tell you what, I was also skeptical of this. I said, well, I don't really want to see a huge tablet. But walking over and getting my hands on it, it felt very natural, very nice. I could see this actually replacing a laptop, maybe even like, you know, one of those smaller netbooks, things like that. It's got orientation is right off the bat in a landscape mode. They've moved the camera from the top, like you see on the Apple tablets, to over on the side, so to orientate it in landscape as opposed to portrait. Of course, the camera on the back is the same way. They've taken design cues from the Note 3, and the backs of these Tab Pros are all like a leather-bound back on them. One of the cool things about the 12-inch tablet is the ability to do a quad screen, to have 4 separate things going on the screen at one time, which was really cool. You could change that to different aspect ratios. Really cool, great, worked with the stylus, and it was running pretty much the same software that we're seeing right now on the Galaxy S4 and the Galaxy Tabs that's out. The other thing is they did kind of update their 10-inch as well as 8-inch tablets. Same thing, the 10-inch is exactly like the 12-inch way it's orientated. The 8-inch is more of a portrait instead of landscape, sort of like a giant phone. We did kind of horse around and have fun pretending we were making calls on this mega Galaxy, but really cool. I'd love to get my hands on a Galaxy tablet. I think they're coming a long way. It'd be fun to have one, and just to kind of see how it compares to our iPad.
Absolutely, and along that, they had the new Samsung Galaxy Camera 2. Looks a lot like the one that we originally saw. Had a new style to it that kind of gave it more of a classic camera look. So that was definitely up there. Nothing special really about it compared to the original one. Of course, you know, it looks a little silly talking to what looks like you're talking to a camera.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just a new design, you know, much like what we're seeing here, the common theme at CES.
And no price point available on that or date of availability, so
no.
Kind of left us in the dark. Speaking of things that are no price point yet availabilities, is as we were walking around, Samsung had a Note 3 attached to a wireless Bluetooth controller, handheld portable gaming device, and that thing was really cool. They had a couple games on there you could play that already works with the Samsung Hub game network, and we were playing Sonic the Hedgehog, an old classic from the Sega throwback days. It responded very well. It was very natural and easy to use. It had buttons, the 4-button controller, D-pads, as well as 2 analog control sticks. And then on the top there were some paddle controls on that. It was all held in place by this little snap that tucks away on the back. It can hold your Note 3, up to a Note 3 inside of there. If you're using it with one of the bigger tablets, you can obviously fold that down, and it still works Bluetooth on that. Now, this is not available in the U.S. yet. The price point on it roughly is about $89. It's available overseas right now. Hope to see that come into market pretty soon.
Absolutely. And vacuum cleaners?
Yeah.
Vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
Wireless vacuum cleaners, crazy vacuum cleaners. Not really much more to say about that.
So after we finally got out of Samsung, another heavy hitter was Panasonic.
Panasonic!
Now, we walked over to the Panasonic booth, and the first thing we saw was a sort of a giant tablet. You want to talk about that?
It was huge. 20-inch, high-definition tablet, and this thing was monstrous.
Yeah, UHD 4K as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And it only weighed about 5 pounds. We got to try it out a little bit, but geared towards the business side. I don't think
medical
this is
field.
something. Yeah, medical field.
Yeah.
Sports. Something that they were heavy into that.
Not something you're going to keep in your house or carry around on you. Yeah.
No, definitely not. But it was cool to try out. I don't know if it's something that we'll be seeing a whole lot of in the personal portion of our lives, but definitely business heavy push there.
After we left Panasonic, we kind of ventured out, and something caught my ear. And it was some Cypress Hill and House of Pain, and they kind of were really rocking. And we journeyed over to the 808 audio booth, and they were doing some really fun stuff, and there really wasn't anybody in line. And what they were doing, they had a green screen set up, and you could get in front of it, look like you're DJing. They handed you a brand new set of their 808 audio headphones, and gave away some really cool stuff. A beanie hat with built-in headphones on it, which I tried out last night. Were actually pretty cool for a free giveaway, and they gave us a bottle opener and stuff. But really cool of them. They had some really hot chicks DJing. A lot of fun on that. And that was pretty much it for 808 audio.
Yeah, after that, sadly, one of our friends, Jackie from Blast Media, wasn't able to attend the show. But one of the booths that we often go check out is Eton. Heavily geared towards emergency response gear.
Outdoor stuff.
Stuff, emergency response gear.
Sure.
And they did not disappoint. Now, last year they did come out with a more box-style battery, and one of the first things we saw was a more flat, slim design backup battery, which was just part of the booth. They had a new rugged Ruckus 2 and the rugged Ruckus Extreme. So we got to try those out. Solar paneled, just sounded great, and you definitely couldn't go wrong with that. And more on the emergency side, they showed us a couple new devices that they had there, will be coming out with, and safety things for your home. They had a light that plugged into your socket.
Blackout Buddy.
The Blackout Buddy, which was really cool, and we got a nice little explanation from, is it Sharon?
Yep.
And Shannon about how those worked, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah. So after we visited with our friends over at Eton, we decided to head back over to the North Hall and kind of finish up. We had a late day, so we figured we'd just kill the show and stay till the bitter end. And we walked around and checked out some of our iPhone cases again, and we went back over to a case that we kind of mentioned, which is Yellow Jacket. And we picked up a couple of these cases, which is not only a battery backup, but that's right, they're built-in stun guns. Now, these have 18 milliamp battery backups on them, which also power not only your phone to recharge, but that stun gun capability on top. These are recommended for personal protection. You're not going to want to sting your friends with them, but we will be doing full reviews. We got these for the 4 and 4S. They're available now, like I wrote, they're around $100. And then I think they're going to be coming out for the iPhone 5 and 5S very shortly, and they'll be about $150. So look for reviews coming up on that. We're super excited. Then we kind of finished up. We went over and looked at some of the cars. We looked at Audi, and we took some pictures and photos of them, got their press kits, looked at some solar panels over at Tesla, and just kind of had some fun fooling around there before we finally called it quits.
Definitely. And, of course, today, the last day, day 4, we're going to just kind of meander around and check out what we may have missed.
Yep.
So stick around. Again, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and thank you guys for all your comments and your feedback and your support.
And we will see you all
in the next episode.
See ya.
See ya!